what you initially thought?
My goal was always to play as much as I could. So, I redshirted that first year, but going into, my redshirt freshman year, I guess, I knew my eligibility started now, so I wanted to just do everything I could to, I guess not spend games that I could be playing not playing. So that was kind of, my mindset all along, and, I'm pretty happy with the way things have worked out.
When did you know or feel like, okay, I belong here? I can play at this level, even though you didn't have any bigger offers in high school.
I'd say I thought my first spring when I came in early out of high school, and I didn't know exactly what to expect. Really, I didn't know if because I wasn't real highly recruited. All I had done is really watch the team the year before, and they had gone 11-1 in the regular season, won the Big Ten, went to the Rose Bowl. So I knew it was a pretty high level program. I didn't really know what to expect, but I thought I fit in well with the guys. I thought I was able to do enough good things to at least reassure myself and tell myself that I can play at this level.
When you were in high school, did you feel underrated? Did you feel like schools were overlooking you, or how did you kind of feel about the recruiting process?
It was. I guess you could call it frustrating for me. I thought I'd done enough at camps that I went to, and done enough throughout my high school career that I could have gotten an offer to one place, but I eventually did get that offer to Western Michigan, which was nice. But I think one big thing, I only started my junior and senior year in high school, so the recruiting process starts so much earlier and earlier, especially now. So you got guys who are sophomores in high school getting offered all over the country. So at that point, all the Big Ten schools, all the schools around really had offers out to guys, and I just kind of got lost in the in the mess, I guess.
What made you want to walk on rather than take a $60,000 scholarship or whatever it comes out to be?
I wanted to play in the Big Ten. I wanted to play kind of major Division I. So Big Ten, SEC, Pac-12, any one of those conferences. I always thought those conferences were really cool. I always thought that level of college football was really exciting. And, I wanted to play in the Big Ten, and I thought I may regret it if I don't take my opportunity to at least give it a shot.
Fast forward 5 years later, you have a chance to be the winningest quarterback and stand alone in program history. Did you ever think that was possible when you got here?
That was, coming in right away, I wouldn't have necessarily thought that I'd get to start as much as I did. Knowing that John was a good player, and Joe Brennan, and all the guys who were here already. But, things just kind of worked out for me where I was able to, start as much as I did. And, once I got the chance to start when I was a freshman was when I kind of started thinking if I can keep doing this for a few years, I could, probably get pretty close. So, it's exciting to be right on the cusp of that.
Your teammates and coaches say you never bring it up, but do you think about it going into your last game that's a possibility for you, or is it in the back of your mind at all?
More than anything, I'd like to just, obviously it'd be cool to win this game for that reason, but more than anything, just to win it for, this group of guys, this senior class, everyone who's, especially my senior class, everyone who's gone through so much with this program, seeing the ups and downs, seeing the different coaching staffs and everything, to end on a win against a, kind of a brand name in college football in USC, would be a really kind of satisfying way to kind of end it all.
Some guys get sentimental during this week. Some guys can kind of put it in the rearview mirror until it's actually happening. But how do you kind of handle your emotions, and what are you kind of feeling as your career here winds down?
I think just doing everything you can to end it on a high note, and that would mean doing everything you can to win the game. So that's kind of, I know that's my mindset going into this week. I think that's most of the guys' mindset is just knowing that more than anything we want to win this game. I think we've put in really good work in this bowl prep period, and I think guys are prepared. I think guys are ready. So. It'll be strange when we're walking off the field for the last time, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
You guys have played in a lot of big games over the past couple of years. Obviously some of those have been bowl matchups selected by other people, but Alabama, LSU, they have to agree to play you during the season. They obviously deem this program a worthy challenger. What does it say about this program now that you're leaving it that, a lot of these blue blood programs want to play Wisconsin. A lot of people want to see them play Wisconsin.
I think that really speaks a lot to, the program and the way that it's just continued to grow, continued to get better. All the people who played before us, all the coaches who coached before us, and what the guys have been able to continue to do since I've been here, and what I'm sure Coach Chris will continue to do with the program. So that's kind of why you play at this level, is to obviously you get to play all the big name teams in the Big Ten, which is a pretty good experience in itself. But when you can go outside your conference and play in Alabama and LSU, we got to play South Carolina, Stanford, Oregon, now USC. Those are some of the big names in college football. Those are some of the some of the marquee teams, and that's really what you dream about doing when you're playing high school football, is playing in these big time college games.
And then just lastly, is 10 wins important for this team? Is that an important mark to get here?
Yeah, I think that's that's kind of that's a big mark for any college football team. When you're able to get to 10 wins in 13 games, that shows that you've been able to put together a pretty good season. You got a pretty good team.